One of the hardest things for me on this tour is this sitting in the bus all the time. On our tour, we don't sit much in the bus, believe me. Compared to other tours, I sit every second day up to 10 hours in the bus. Yeah? And I really hate that. I always have the feeling we don't move. Even if our people always say, oh, we walk so much and things, I always have the feeling we don't move. I always feel fat from inside after these tours. And so anyway, so very often after dinner, I go for running. Yeah? So in Switzerland, there's a beautiful lake. Well, there's many lakes, but on one of the lakes, there's a hotel we go quite often. And so imagine my hand is the lake. Yeah? The hotel is up here somewhere. So most of the time when I went to that hotel, after dinner, the first 10 minutes are hard because you're filled up with food, but then it gets good. I was running down one length of the lake and back. And it takes me, I don't know, 40 minutes, an hour or so. I don't look bad. Something like that. So on one of the tours I had a group leader with me who was a sports teacher. A little bit out of shape already, but well, he was a sports teacher before. So the one night, the first night, we ran down this length like always and back. And the second night we decided to do the other way. What starts more with the forest, but also along the lake, because I don't run roads. I don't like that. I like only, how do you call it, cross country. You know, only small ways and so. So after dinner, it was August. After dinner, we started to run, and when we were by this point here, he said, hey, I have sore legs, I cannot go on running, I will go back. By me it was different. I felt very good that night, and I anyway always wanted to surround that lake. It was always a thing that once I want to surround the lake by running, and I had known it will be quite long, but I can run long. So anyway, and I had known it will be dark at the end of the running, because I mean I had known how long I need for this, and this was really much more. And so I had known it will become dark at a certain point, but not a problem because I had known this way here. So when I was by this point, then suddenly the way was finished by the lake, and I had to run up to the road. And there was a man in the garden, and I asked him if there's no way on the lake down here. He said, no, now you have to run the road uphill here, then through the forest, and when you are here somewhere, then you go down to the lake and you will find the way again. So I thought, okay, that makes it longer and I have to run through forest and road a bit, but well, anyway. And I asked him, how long is it around the lake? And he said, it's like 22 kilometers. It's like, I think, 13 miles or so. So I didn't have a problem with that. I had known I will do that, but I had known it will be dark. So anyway, I started to run, and I was running. First really good way uphill and so. And when I was by this point here, I ran down to the lake on a dry riverbed, which was really difficult to run. So when I came down here, there was no way, and also no chance to run around the lake somehow. So I had to do the same way back, what made it longer then again. And I had to run. When I was by this point here, it was dark already. And I ran down to the lake, and there was a way, but only for 200 meters, so nothing, 600 feet. And there was a house, and a little boy was looking out. And I asked him, hey, there's no way here. And I said, no, it's only on this side. And there, between the house here and the way here by the lake, there was a big, huge cornfield. And it was August. The corn was really tall. So I asked the guy, hey, and because I didn't want to run back again, because I was tired already, and it was really dark. It was dark. And my legs, they had known how many miles they did already. So I didn't want to run back the road here and more mileage again. So I asked him, if I go through that cornfield, do I come to the way on that side? He said, yeah, sure, you should. So, as I said, August, dark, the cornfield was very high. So I was running through the cornfield, and bloop, suddenly I was gone. And I was in a deep hole, like that, standing till here in mud and water. And for sure I was wondering what the hell I'm doing in a hole in the middle of a cornfield in Switzerland. Because I mean, how did that hole come in there? So anyway, I thought it's funny. I only had a little scratch and blood here, and nothing big, because it was really a fall. So the fun was going away when I tried to go out, because every time when I wanted to climb up that hole, the earth came down. So time can really become very relative. And I don't know how long I was sticking in that hole, but something 3, 4, 5 minutes, I don't know it. And the weird thing was that mixture what also happened in my head, because for sure in the beginning I was laughing, then came a moment when I really started to panic because I thought, damn it, I really don't make it out of here. Yeah? But at the same time, I got that visions, like, for example, do you know the Ötzi? Did you hear about the Ötzi? That was the man who was found in a glacier in Austria some years ago and was very famous. I think he went all around the world. Okay, that we call him Ötzi because it's coming from the valley of Ötztal. Yeah? So I saw myself like the next Ötzi, found in 500,000 years, and the proof that Nike shoes were existing. Yeah, so at the same time I was panicking, I had these stupid pictures and was also laughing about myself in there. So anyway, I made it out of that hole after, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes. And you can imagine my shoes, each shoe 2 pounds more with all that mud in it and so. But I was happy that I didn't die in that stinking field in the middle of a cornfield of Switzerland. And I went on running. And the cornfield was finished and open meadow came, lots of space. And I could see my way over there already. What I didn't see was one of the stupid little cow wires. So I fell straight over that cow wires on my nose. When I arrived, then hours later, to the hotel, half of the group was standing on the balcony there because the group leader was anyway wondering where I am. Yeah? They must have thought I'm coming back from Vietnam because, you know, blood, mud in the face and all over the clothes and everywhere. And then the next day when we went on traveling, I couldn't go with them. I only could sit here in the front seat. I couldn't walk anymore. I only was pointing them out where to go. I couldn't leave the bus. Really, my legs were absolutely done. So I couldn't move at all. That is the Cornfield story. No, but it's good by running. I got lost very often on tours. For example, also once I got very lost in Salzburg in Austria. Because, you know, usually I do it like this when there's a hotel. Then I just go and run, and when I think it's halftime, I run back. And that is very easy when you have a lake, because yeah, you cannot get really lost. But in the forest, it's easy. And sometimes I wanted to run for 40 minutes, but then I'm back hours later after running. And sometimes it's really nice because you see new things. But it's also good for my groups afterwards, because you wouldn't believe how many nice places, for example, especially in Switzerland, because that is one of our not points. We have many hotels around Lucerne, and in that city I don't know how often I have been, but more than 100 times with groups. Yeah, so many beautiful waterfalls or things what I afterwards went with groups for showing them. I only found because I was always jogging, running around it. So it's really very nice, this running. You see a lot by running around.